Alright guys, today I got Aaron over here with Annie Auto Detailing. He's helping me clean up the tan 4Runner, making it look really, really nice. It is really nice. You know, like I put this front clip on, FiberX Tacoma front clip. It's like $4,000 all by itself. Those are Tacoma inner fenders as well, and a Tacoma core support, not a half hybrid like some people do. So we're getting it all nice and clean, so that way we can get it sold. It's for sale, not on sale. I'm gonna repeat this whole process I did with this one with a 3-link on the front, triangulated 4-link on the rear. Maybe I'll do a 3-link, I'm not sure. But we're repeating the whole process on a 2003 to 2009 4th generation 4Runner. So we're gonna get this one sold to somebody that can really enjoy it. Everything's really mint condition, other than that driver's seat, typical of any, you know, older vehicle. Just needs seat covers, but everything else is in absolutely really nice condition. That's scuffed up, but just here and there. That's set up for a JDM center console. That's what goes up there, or roof console. And we got the back looking really good. These back seats are usually always in mint condition anyways, I mean. But Aaron's made it look beautiful. Got everything looking gorgeous. Getting the back all cleaned out here, all cleaned up. But yeah, so this truck, I'm gonna get it sold. Oh, stepped in a hole there. I'm gonna get it sold and move on to the 4th generation 4Runner, and we'll have some really cool content on the channel working on a 4th gen. So that'll be exciting. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get this sold. You guys direct message me, hit me up on Instagram is the best place to find me. And then if you're interested or know somebody it is, 3.4 V6 4Runner. The 3.4 popped. It spun a bearing. It needs a new long block put in it. So that's really no big deal. Because like these diamond axles themselves were like $6,000 just to build out each one of them. Custom diamonds. 3-link up front, coilovers. Diamond that is 68 inches wide. Pretty much a Ford Super Duty axle width, but it's got the Toyota mini truck outers, Trail Gear 6 shooters, and then the you know, Toyota centers and the diamonds. So we got this all cleaned up and ready to sell. It's no big deal to stick a motor in it. You know, just needs a new long block on all the accessories, taking off this motor and swapping in. Just unbolting work, part changing work, super easy. All the hard work is done on it. Somebody just needs to do that, do the maintenance on it, and drive it. Enjoy trail driving it, enjoy taking it on the weekends and stuff like that. Because I want to repeat this whole process on a 4th generation 4Runner, get a V8 one, front and rear Ford Super Duty axles, probably front and rear 3-link, 14-inch rad flow coilovers, maybe Trepadors, maybe Toyo MTs, but definitely we're going to get a 20-inch trail-ready beadlock just like these. It's too bad these are 6-lug. I can't just take them off here and put on some other wheels and tires on this to sell it, but we got to get the right ones that are 8-lug, so it'll be worth it. But all right, guys, we're going to get this thing all cleaned up and get finished up here. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Cougar House Garage. Today I'm on my way up to Linwood to pick up a 2016 TRD off-road for wheel tubbing for 37s. The rear, it's got a hybrid rear bumper that needs to be fully mounted. It's not mounted completely, and the bumper needs to be trimmed so it looks really nice. It's got a rattling exhaust hanger. I got to trim the rear fenders for 37s. I got to flex all the suspension out. I got to take the coilovers off the front and take the coil springs off the back and flex it all the way to the bump stops, and then I can trim where needed and then do the tubbing on the front to fit the 37s. So we're on our way up to Linwood to go pick this up. So bringing you guys along with us, get this picked up and get it back to the shop, and we'll be starting on it tomorrow. So we'll see you guys when we get back to the shop, or actually when we get to the 4Runner. We'll see you guys soon. We're working on a 5G 4Runner 2016 TRD off-road for wheel tubbing. This is what we're doing. Check it out. Customer brought it in. I actually picked this up from him. He asked me to, do the wheel tubbing for the 37s. These are 37 12.5s. So pulled out the king coilovers, and now we're going to flex it all the way up so we can see where it touches here, here, and here, and steer it lock to lock, so that way, these 37s will not come in contact, at full bump, X'd out, flexed, or double bumped. So we're getting that taken care of, and a bunch of miscellaneous other things on this 4Runner, which we'll show you guys along the way. We got like some bumper trimming, some rear bumper mounting we got to finish up. There's like a hybrid rear bumper. We got to trim the plastic bumper and get that all mounted for him. And a bunch of other things to get it ready for the trail for him. And then when in a few weeks, we're going to order coilovers. As soon as this goes home, we're going to order coilovers, 14-inch coilovers for the rear. And we're going to do a custom rear Cougar House Fab 3-link on it. So, but in the meantime, we're going to do all these things and then get this back to the customer. And then while we're waiting for all those parts to come, we'll be working on some other things. But then as soon as they show up, we'll have it back and we'll be doing a rear 3-link on it. But in the meantime, let's get this stuff knocked out. Cue the music. We made a bunch of progress on the black 4Runner, guys. Got a bunch of chopping done. Check it out. Got this all chopped out. This is what it takes to clear a 37 with stock IFS. Stock width. See, that's the Dobinson's upper control arm, factory lower control arm, 37-12-5 Maxxis. I don't know the actual brand name of the actual model, I mean. But yeah, this is cycled down. We're cycling it all the way up against the factory bump stop. That's what the customer requested. And then we'd steer it lock to lock, and that's how much we got to trim out with it. All the way up, steered all the way to the right. That's where it comes close to. So we got about a hand, finger's width fit in between there, so we can not have that rub. And then we have an 1-inch body lift that we're going to put on it, which will really help a lot. So that way, when the bump stops are actually squished, when it's fully flexed out or being winched out of a situation, they won't squish up in there and make rubbing sounds. And then back here, we're going to actually be doing a Cougar House Fab 3-link kit on the back of it. So in the meantime, to prevent the tire from rubbing right here, you don't want to chew your door up, we're going to add probably a little spacer, probably just as that big, right beneath that aluminum one. So that way he won't chew up that door while we're waiting for the coilovers and the joints to come so we can do the custom rear 3-link. And then back here, I'm not sure this bumper brand, he didn't tell me, but he's got his plastic bumper in the back that we got to trim out and have it meet up to this hybrid rear bumper. I think that's a Coastal off-road ladder. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know much about the overlanding stuff. I just install parts, sliders. But yeah, pretty cool Toyota. So now that we got that front all chopped out like we want to, now we can move on to the front of it right here. Got this unbolted. I got one bolt in here. Just a bolt right there I got to undo. But this will get tubbed right here. Probably just above this line right there. And that's all that should really need for this tire. And then I've been talking to my customer about, he needs to do at least a 2-inch Expedition Total Chaos kit on this. If he doesn't want to do a 3.5-inch long travel kit, that's fine, but at least that, because this is so narrow. It's wobbly going down the road. It's like driving an 80 series Land Cruiser or a Disco Range Rover down the road that's lifted up on, you know, old man emu coils, 3-inch coils, 35s. Real wobbly, you know, because it's got 700-pound springs on the Kings, what the customer wanted to set them up. You know, I have 600 pounds on my long travel truck, and they're a lot softer than those, but then again, they are brand new. And there's no sway bar on this either, and that's why he did, you know, 700-pound springs, so we could remove the front sway bar. But works pretty good in this situation, but it'll drive a lot better, handle a lot better, be a lot softer going down the road, and it'll just be a better setup with some 2-inch upper and lower control arms, some long travel on it. But yeah, we're looking good, guys. Pretty cool black 4Runner. I think it's pretty neat. Then on the inside, we got everything pulled away. Here, I'll show you. This thing has been trailed. It's on that rubber thing. Got all this pulled back. You can see, let the camera focus. All the wires pulled back so we could cut into that and not worry about damaging anything. Same thing on the driver's side. Oh yeah, we're looking pretty good. So tomorrow we'll come in here, we'll trim out that part, and then we'll trim out the driver's side. We'll have our map, basically, I like to call it, for where we need to cut this, so we'll know exactly where to cut, where to trim, and where to cut, and then we'll add our sheet metal in all at once. So after we get that passenger side done, this side will go twice as fast because we'll already know where we have to cut, because that side we had to raise it up and cut. Oh, it's rubbing. Lower it, cut a little more, raise it up. Trial and error until it's just right. It's kind of what you do when you do stuff like this. But yeah, excuse me, we're looking good, guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll continue working on the black 4Runner. update on the 4Runner, guys. We got pretty far installing all kinds of stuff. We got the fenders all trimmed out. Check it out. That's the tubbing all done. Seam sealed, primered, painted. Trim the fender. A lot of the other guys will trim up all the way along the fender flare here. But my customer wanted it to be done like that, so this is where we're at. That's how much tubbing you got to do for when you have a Dobinson's upper control arm and a King coilover with the factory width. You'll have to do a lot less tubbing if you do a Total Chaos 2-inch kit, or even less than that, a 3.5-inch kit. So this is how much tubbing you got to do to stuff a 37 factory. Okay, and then we installed his headlights. They're looking really, really good. It's like aux USA something, LED. I'm more familiar with the Morimoto's. Baja Designs. Looks really good. Passenger side trimmed. This fender flare, when we were trimming it, the little plastic thing's broke. We'll need some new ones. Put all the interior back together, you know, because we had to pull the wiring and stuff back from the rock from the kick panel and stuff. So there you go. Doesn't disrupt the inside, all looks factory. So yeah, now tomorrow we need to trim out for his rear bumper. I'm not sure the brand, but we got to trim the plastic bumper itself so it can meet up with it. It's a hybrid setup. See where it goes. And then we got to finish mounting his bumper. He ran out of gusto. His screw gun couldn't drill the holes. And then a captive nut has to be welded from the backside, so that's got to come off. And we got to do that on each side. And there's some bolt holes on the bottom as well that need to be made for it. But yeah, so you trim the bumper so it will meet back up to it. So yeah, we'll be installing that tomorrow. Getting that all buttoned up for him, and then his exhaust rattles. He's got somebody put a Magnum Flow on it at one point for him, and they did a really terrible job welding on the hangers. So I'm going to suggest a Jammo Performance exhaust kit from my good friends at Jammo, because that's exactly what I would put on this if this was my 4Runner. You know, nice stainless 316 stainless steel system, catback, super nice. But yeah, so we're looking really good. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll get the 4Runner knocked out. Get everything all finished up. See you guys then. Alright guys, 4Runner update. Working on it. A couple days. We got 18 hours into the wheel tubbing. That's how long this takes to do. So if anybody wants that done, direct message me, email me, call me. If you need this wheel tubbing job done to your 5th gen 4Runner, 5G 4Runner. We got the front weld gussets, cam gussets welded in from Total Chaos. Those took about 4 hours. Or 5 actually, to do that. The side's all done, buttoned up, ready for the wheel and tire. And then back here, we got the Nugan Works rear bumper mounted, and we trimmed the factory bumper. Looks really nice, if you ask me. It's pretty good for a wheeler. Pretty good for a show truck too. Really clean. when he puts his spare tire on, he's gonna have to take this apart to do it, or his swing carrier, but he said he'd do that. All right, looking good. This side, just as clean. So you need one of these Nugan Fabworks, I think I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure, rear bumpers installed on your 4Runner, or a front bumper. Just direct message me. I can get you on the schedule and get you any of these bolt-on parts done to a 5th gen 4Runner, 5G 4Runner, no problem. I mean, you guys saw how extreme I went with Carnage. Custom fabricated all of my stuff. But I can do all this bolt-on stuff too for anybody that's taking these out and wheeling them, and that's what I've always called it. Me and my friends, we've been teenagers, we've always called it wheeling. Everybody's got their own name for going out in the woods and off-roading. Now it's called overlanding, I guess, but whatever. I'm not a part of that crowd, but I'll work on them. I enjoy working on these 4Runners, so if anybody needs help with anything, just let me know. Front bumper all trim nice. This needs those 2 little clips. But my customer actually messaged me, and he's like, hey, can you just cut that all the way out, all the way around? Like that. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do for him. That's what most of these guys do that tub these. But in the pretty soon here, he's going to order up a 2-inch Total Chaos kit so we can bring his track out. That'll make everything rub a lot less noise. So that'll be a lot more beneficial for wheeling, and it'll perform a lot better off-road and get better travel. It'll be more stable. It's better all the way around when you're doing an IFS kit. If I had one, I'd do a 3.5-inch kit like I did on my 4G 4Runners. But all right, guys. So tomorrow we got to reassemble this. Let's put those lower just bolts in, reconnect the coilover, throw the wheel and tire on, and then she's all done. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll get this buttoned up, and we'll move on to the next project. See you guys then.